Okay, we're back with the tray. Now all that is in here at the moment is, and I'm gonna show you a couple of techniques, but this is the first one. This is only water, and it's demineralized water, so that's what's in here. Then I have black Chinese ink, and and for the purpose that you can see it, I put a couple of drops of white acrylic paint in here. It's the Vallejo fluid. I just put a couple of drops in so you can see the color, but normally you don't have to. You just use water with a couple of drops of oxgall. So what you do want to do is put one color on this side and one color on the other side, because if you don't, you get really mixed up really fast. So you take both. Oh, you can't see both. Let's see if I can show you. Here's the white one and here's the black one. Now you have two brushes and you put them in there, and my water is still wobbling a little bit, but okay. This is just to show you how it's done. So, oops, that was too much. Got to be careful here. Okay, so you put some black, then some white. That's a lot of white, too much white. And that's what you do. You just keep doing this. Sometimes you'll want a little thicker. If you want thicker, you just do a couple of times. And if you want more space, you do a couple of more times the other color. And if you want a really thin one, you just really almost don't touch it. See how it moves? Now we already have a lot of rings, but I'm going to load up the brush again, both sides. And then start over. Black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. And you just keep on doing that. And you don't have to keep doing it in the middle. You can also just start here if you want to. See that? But the more you put in, the more you're loading up the surface of the water, the less it will spread. Now, as you can see, these are starting to fall through, and that's usually not good, but we're just going to take it from here. I have to get my straw. Don't know where that thing went, but I can get a new one. So don't worry about it falling through. Just blow a little bit. Then you get your paper, put it on, let it soak it in a little bit and take it off, and then you see that you have your pattern on your paper. Now this one was just a little test thing, and it will stay on there, but it won't stay on the other one because I tested the other one. It will not stay on there. As you can see, this is the thicker paper. It just totally moved all over the place. And this is, it does leave a little pattern that is pretty, but I don't think you'll like that when you're starting out. So I just use printer paper. Now, as you can see, all the black there, but it's really not a problem. Just mix it in like that. And you're ready to go again. The thing is, what you really should do is wait for the water to really stand still. And right now, as you can see on the bubbles on top, it's still moving, and that's not really a good thing to for it to do, because it just, you know, breaks up the pattern. But if I have to wait that long, it's gonna be too long. See how the pattern starts spreading too much, and that's because the water is moving too much. But okay, you can't help it. I'm gonna get the paper. See how it moves here? That's beautiful. And when you start doing this, I promise you, whoops, there it is. Normally rinse it and the most of it will stay. Just the top will just go off there, but that you can't avoid that. Now, another thing to do, I'm just showing you guys, right? So just mix it all up again. What I have here is, this is that wallpaper glue. I'm gonna put it in. I'm not sure if this is gonna work because this was a leftover from last weekend. Then we just mix it all up. My husband bought me a new one because I kept on getting all the stuff out of the kitchen. He said, don't do that. Can't use it and then use it for food. It's not good. I don't mind. Okay. Loaded up the brushes. And if you can see it from up there, it has now, because I've added some of that, I'm going to do a lot of it. Can you see the raggedy edges that it has? And that's because there is something else in the water, because every single thing you use to float the paint on will be different, will give you different effects. I'm doing this really fast, but you know, don't do it fast. You don't have to do it that fast. Just enjoy what you're doing. Yep, that's still firework. It's not a gun. Don't worry. Over here, you know, in Holland, they will start with the fireworks a week before it's the 31st, and it will go on for like 2-3 weeks after. Because people are crazy. Now, it looks like one big black blob, and now I'll rinse it. So don't be afraid if you see that it's starting to flow, because see, if you rinse it, you'll still have your pattern on your paper. See that? And you can just lie it down and it'll dry. So that's pretty cool. I like this. And oops. Well, let's see. No, I can't. Wish I had 4 hands. You can even lift this one off. But what I was going to show you, if you put this in a frame, you know, any which way, it'll be pretty. Okay, I put it down. I put it down to dry. Let's see what this does. Because it'll only soak up what's on the surface. That what's down there, it won't soak it up. That doesn't work like that. And sometimes Well, usually with the colors, you get some really cool stuff if you just, you know, just by cleaning the tray, you get some really beautiful stuff. Now, just to help you along with ideas, see, what I have here is kind of beautiful. And what you can do is let this dry, and this part I don't like because this is too dark, but I would cut that out. Let's see. Yeah, I would take this bit. See that? Now, if you have this and you let it dry, you can come in with one of those technical pens and you can start tracing those beautiful swirls you have and then make it pop. And that is sort of fun to do. And it's relaxing. You just follow all these little lines you have and it will give you another thing that you can just, you know, hang on the wall. So throwing this out. And I'm going to see if a little bit of water in the black will help, because I am experiencing a lot of sinking of those colors. A little bit too much. Usually it floats a lot better. But this is one of the first times I'm doing just, you know, real ink, because normally I marble with the acrylics. I like that better. Let's see what we have here. Wow, that was a lot. That's too much. Personally, I like without the jaggedy edges. I don't like those. Let's see what it does now, if it sinks through. Let's just give it a little more. I'm seeing some sinking there, but that doesn't matter. Just gonna see what it does. That's kind of nice. I like that. And of course, you know, when you got it all messed up and you think you don't have anything else, you can just do this. You know, just in the end, before you throw it all out, you just drop it on the surface like that. It might give you something that you really might like. Who knows? But just give it some. Now I'm going to really load it up. I want some bigger drops though. Let's see what happens. Tomorrow I will do this with the acrylics and you'll see the difference, because there's a lot of difference. Wow, that's a lot of paint. Okay, let's get this washed. You can just wash it, and then, you know, what stuck on there first, that will stay. So that's it. I'm gonna keep this one just to show you that even with the cleanup of the tray, you can make something awesome, because I'll be coming in with a little bit of watercolor and I'll show you what you can do with it. And the good thing about this is a one, you know, very unique thing. It's a one-of-a-kind thing. So, you know, every single one you pull out, it's going to give you that unique piece of art that no one has. And some people really like that. Okay, that's it. I'm going to throw this out because that's just too much of the ink in there. Tomorrow I'm going to come back. No, not tomorrow. This weekend. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how I mix the acrylics. I'm going to show, maybe I'll do the carrageenan. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll show you how I do that, and then we'll do some color marbling, and I hope you're going to enjoy that. So thanks all for watching, and I'll see you this weekend. Bye bye.